even if you're a nursing student, like, this video is for you. I really hope that you are able to watch this video while you're in nursing school, because it'll really help. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new to my channel, hello, my name is Brittany. I'm a new grad, registered nurse, and today I'm going to be giving you guys some of my tips to land your first nursing job. So really quick, I do want to say, if you follow me on social media, I'll put all my links down below. You'll know that I accepted my first nursing job, and I'm not going to announce quite yet where, but if you follow me on Instagram, you may have an idea, or you probably already know. So I do want to say though that these tips I've come across by experience online, and I'm telling you guys the ones that have worked best for me. And I also want to include that I've been on a few interviews and I have been offered all of the positions I interviewed for. So this was obviously it was a very hard decision, but you have to ultimately, you know, go and choose something that's going to make you happy. So let's get right into it. I am going to be looking at my phone because I do have my tips and tricks that I wrote in on my phone. So first tip for landing your first nursing job, or the way I kind of started this, was this is probably the biggest tip. If you're in nursing school, we have the amazing opportunity to go to clinical sites, and we usually do our rotations like on ICU, pediatrics, we are in like our critical care, so all that stuff. If you have an idea of where you want to work at once you graduate, and say you go onto a unit that you think is going to be like your, you know, your specialty or what you would like, I definitely recommend you follow this. Also, even if you don't know what unit you're going to work on, or you don't know where you want to work at, there's quite a few people like that, and that's okay. Make sure you do this on every floor then, because it's going to be important. You want to make sure that you take that opportunity of going to clinical almost as a first interview. You don't realize it, but those could be your potential coworkers. That could be your potential employer. That could be your potential charge nurse. So get along with your charge, get along with all of the nurses, even if they're not that nice. You do have to realize that nursing is a very stressful job, or maybe they just had a hard day. So always be nice, be respectful, and make sure that you jump in on every opportunity, you guys. It's so important to really put yourself out there and sell yourself, not sell yourself, but really market yourself as a potential hire. That is my number one tip, because that is what helped me land the job that I wanted. So be sure that you guys network, and once your clinical rotation is over, try to get contact information for people. Like I was able to get phone numbers, email addresses, so that when I applied to that hospital for that floor, I had references, and they will call your references and they're going to say really good things about you, and that might be the reason why you're able to land your job. So that is one of my biggest tips. Network, okay? Get along with them. Show them that you're willing to learn, even if it's like a critical care unit. It's so important to show them that you're willing to learn, because on any floor you're going to be working on, you will be learning the entire time. I don't care what people say. You're gonna need like years and years and years of experience to really feel comfortable. So just show that you are willing to learn every. All right, my second tip is to update your resume. You can go online and find really nice templates, include your nursing school clinicals. If you don't have experience in healthcare, that's okay. You are able to use your clinical sites. So update your resume, Have a cover letter for every single unit that you apply for. You want to customize it for that floor and for that unit, and I recommend that, highly recommend it. So make sure you have that, and then get your letter of recommendations early. In nursing school, before you graduate, get your letter of recommendations from your instructors, from the director, and you just want to have all of that stuff ready to go, so when you start applying, you have all those documents, because you're going to need them. We were really lucky in our program to have a class. One of our last classes was like leadership and management, and it really honed in on our interview skills. One of our assignments that we were graded on was like a mock interview, and it was a panel interview. We had to dress accordingly, and then we got points docked if obviously there was like interview etiquette that we didn't display. So that was that. I was so nervous to like interview in front of my whole class, but to be honest, that class has really helped me kind of just feel a little bit more comfortable and a little bit like go in with more confidence. Okay, so tip number 3, make sure you practice interview questions. I cannot stress this enough. You want to make sure that you go online. There's so many amazing websites. If you guys want, be sure to hit like. Hit like and let me know if you guys want me to go into like an I actually have a note, like a whole note section of interview questions that I prepared myself for before I went into my interview. So there's different ones that you may be asked. However, the generic ones that I'm talking about are like, tell me about yourself, why do you want to work with us, why did you want to become a nurse? I have been asked that. Like, tell me a time you dealt with a difficult patient or family members. So those are just the typical interview questions. You also want to prepare with scenario-based questions. So say for example, you interview for an ER position, know the signs and symptoms of a stroke, know what is the first thing, like labs and medications. And I did get asked about CHF, so what are teaching, medication, and labs would you anticipate for a patient that has CHF exacerbation? So things like that. You definitely want to know like those really big topics. And again, if you guys want me to make a video specifically on that, let me know. I was asked many scenario-based questions, so be prepared with that. Oh, also you want to practice like priority delegation and chain of command questions, because they did ask those too. Like, you know, say you have a problem with a coworker, which that is inevitable sometimes. You want to know, and you want to prove to the interviewers or the employer, whoever, you want to prove to them that you know how to handle a situation and not right away go to like, you know, the CEO or the CNO. Fourth tip is proper interview attire. I think this is a big one. I think some people go in a little bit too casual, and it shows that you're just not, like, you're not that interested in this position. So make sure you even if you're able to go out and buy like just one outfit for interviews, I highly recommend you do that. Have a nice pair of slacks, like not tights, because some people have gotten confused with that. Slacks are like loose fitting. They're just, I'll put a picture of like slacks, okay? Make sure you have proper dress attire. Make sure you have the hair out of your face, so that way you're not like fidgeting with your hair during an interview, because I think that just does not look good. Also, make sure you have proper like interview etiquette. So shake all of the interviewers' hands if you're on a panel. Make sure you say, you know, thank you for this opportunity before you start your interview, and make sure you remember their names, so that way when you're answering questions, it makes it more personal, and you know, it just I think it looks better. Eye contact is so important, and then make sure you thank them again after the interview, like shake their hands and then you leave. I think just those little things. There's some hiring or recruiters or whatever they are that are like really anal about that. So just make sure that you have all those down. My last and really important tip as well is always follow up with a thank you email after your interview. I did this for all of the positions I interviewed for, and again, I got offered every single position that I interviewed for. So what I would do is, after, say most of my interviews were like early in the morning, and some of them were on Fridays. So say there were some on Fridays, I would send it early Monday morning. So, but say I had an early interview on Wednesday, like at 9 or 10, I'd make sure that I'd send that email before like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I would just thank them for their time and for considering me and for giving me the opportunity to interview with them. It really makes a big statement because it shows that you're appreciative of their time. And it also shows, I think it kind of leaves you, like, you stand out when you do that too, because they're gonna be like, wow, it's very professional. So that's my last tip for you guys. All right, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope that this helps you guys. I hope that it helps at least one of you guys, new grads, or even if you're a 3rd or 4th semester student. Trust me, your time is gonna come. So be sure to comment down below where you think I'm going to be working on, what floor, what unit. Comment down below, and I will be making an updated video. And please be sure to hit like if this was helpful and if you want to see more videos from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!